I want to thank everybody for coming out today. It's a beautiful day to be in Kansas, and I couldn't be more excited about taking over the reins of the Kansas athletic program. Chancellor, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to lead Kansas athletics. I'm incredibly proud to be part of a world-class institution that's an AAU institution and really is reaching around the globe, as it says in our motto here. In my conversations with the Chancellor, I learned that we share the belief that intercollegiate athletics is an important part of a university campus, and that we're expected to excel just like every area of the campus is. And that's what we'll do, Chancellor. Chancellor, I'm humbled by the responsibility you have entrusted to me, and I promise you and the KU family that I will work tirelessly to achieve the goals of the university and the athletic program. So thank you for this opportunity. I have a vision for KU athletics. My vision starts with the student athletes, and it starts with the 3 C's. And those 3 C's for me are compete, compete, and compete. We're going to compete in everything we do in KU athletics. Our student athletes are going to begin by competing in the classroom. We're going to encourage them semester by semester to achieve their personal best. At the end of it, it'll culminate in a degree from the University of Kansas. And there's nothing more important than striving to reach that degree. We will compete in all 18 sports. I love each and every one of them. I love every student athlete that's in our program, and we're going to compete in each and every one of them. We won't win every contest, but every one of our student athletes will compete with every fiber of their being to win for the Crimson and Blue. You know what? We're going to compete in our communities. We're going to serve Lawrence and the surrounding region. Helping our neighbors provides our student athletes an opportunity to learn and grow by serving many of the families that will join them in the stadiums and the stands. So we're going to be reaching out, continuing to do that in our communities, and we're going to support this great city and our region. As I shared with the Chancellor, I'm an educator at heart. So I want to use the lessons learned in the classroom, the lessons learned through competition, and the lessons learned through helping others to prepare our student athletes for the ultimate competition, and that's the game of life. My job is to help these young people succeed in college and succeed long after they leave this campus. Now, Kansas athletic program. We will be guided by the following principles. We will have an unwavering commitment to the student athlete's health, safety, and well-being. That's our highest priority. We will also have an unwavering commitment to doing things in the best interest of our student athletes. We will insist on honesty and integrity throughout our program, and we will work with our coaches to remove the obstacles to success. We will generate and strive to generate the financial resources we need to run this program, to compete in the Big 12 and compete nationally. We will be a program that values that financial support from our fans, and thusly, we will manage our resources wisely. We will encourage our supporters to join us by telling the incredible stories that each and every one of our student athletes has to tell. So in closing, I'd like to stay one message to the KU family specifically about our football team. It's time to break the cycle. It's not going to be easy. We're going to need all of your help to do it. Coach Beatty is our coach, and we all need to support this program, and we need to support the young men that play the game. Our student athletes are working incredibly hard to win for Kansas. They are Jayhawks, and they need your support, and this program needs your support. Become a season ticket holder. Buy a single game ticket. Join the Williams Fund. Do whatever you can do to help us be successful. It's time to break the cycle. Chancellor, thank you again for this incredible opportunity you provided me. I look forward to getting to work on August 1st, even if it is my anniversary.
Very fitting.
And I can't wait to wave the wheat with our students, and I can't wait. Rock chalk. Well, you know, big picture-wise, I think for our program, it's first our goal is set to reach a bowl game. And so we'll strive to reach a bowl game, and once we reach that level, we won't stop there. Then we'll move on to more games, and then ultimately, I'm not shy and say about someday down the road, we're going to win the Big 12 championship. We've done it here at Kansas in the past, and it's something we're certainly going to work every day and night to do.
How long does a coach deserve, in fairness? How quickly can you evaluate a struggling coach?
Well, I think as an AD that has been around football my entire career and has been very directly involved with football really my entire career, you know, one of the first challenges would be to get in and start assessing our program. You know, I've had good conversations with Coach Beatty, looking forward to seeing his operation, understanding how he goes about business in the inside, and then certainly they're preparing for that first game on September 1. So we'll really start to know the progress of the program on September 1 when the season begins.
Have you had enough time, can you describe some obstacles that you see in football and maybe some areas where the program can do better on its own?
Well, I think when I first look at the program, and I, you know, don't want to revolve everything around finances, but I just want to make sure that we have the resources we currently have committed to the right areas of the football program to help it be successful. And then it's, you know, it's obvious to me that my job will be to go out to raise more money and find new revenue streams through our program to support the football program and really all of our programs. It doesn't, you know, you can do some data analysis and just follow the resources and you'll find some of the more successful programs. Not always, but I always talk about you have to be within a range. You got to be in striking distance with resources to be able to compete. You don't always need the best. We're always going to, or the most. We're going to do more with less. That's my nature. That's, I believe, the culture of Kansas. We're going to do more with less, but we've got to move those resources and get them into a range that we can compete. So that's going to be a challenge of mine, and I'm ready to go to work to do that.
Jeff, the two Kansas basketball players' names were mentioned in federal indictments, and you have language in your contract that has to do with, does that have anything to do, A, have anything to do with B, and what level of concern do you have that could lead to something not good for Kansas?
Well, I'll answer this first.
Okay.
I will say that I'm very confident that Kansas, we're going to work through this process and we're going to be just fine. I think that was something I certainly considered as I decided to take the job. So, you know, I'm very confident that we're going to work through this.
And I would add, Tom, that language was ours in discussion with our consultant, and knowing, of course, that story is out there, that conversation continues. We wanted to demonstrate our confidence in where we were with this and our ability to work through this, and our belief that we are not at risk in this. And so that was really our doing to put that language out there. That was not at his request. It was a way to reassure him that we are confident as well about where we are.
You're no stranger to Big 12 athletics, working at Oklahoma, Power 5 League, Big 12, and the SEC. Over the years, from afar, what's been your perception of Kansas and Kansas athletics? Because you've competed against this school while at OU, and just from afar, what have you, over the years, thought about KU?
Well, first of all, when I think of Kansas, it's an incredible university. As I mentioned in my comments, an AAU institution that's world class. And I think about the passion of the fans that I've seen for my 30 plus years in intercollegiate athletics. Jayhawks are one of those brands you just know. And when I say it, I get chills because this is a special place. And I think you all know it, but I know it as well. Even though I'm not from Kansas, but I know that this is a special place, and it's one of those intercollegiate athletic programs that any AD would want to be a part of and lead. So I think it's a great school, great potential, and one that you like to compete against when you're not at Kansas. You like to compete against Kansas because of all of what it is.